So last week we talked about some of the base conditioning agents or cleansers and SPF that will get you to a more healthy state with your skin. These are the ones that maybe aren't a major investment, but you're going to be careful about the ones that you choose to use because sometimes things from the drugstore or over the counter can be kind of harsh for the skin. So if you looked at my original basics video, you knew that that cleanser needed to be gentle, calming, soothing, and an innate base that doesn't have any major action to it. No major acne reduction or wrinkle reduction, just something calming and soothing like a Cetaphil or a CeraVe. And then I talked about an SPF, a minimum of an SPF 15. It can be blended with a moisturizer, something that you feel comfortable wearing every single day. Well, now we're going to talk about your 911s. 911s directly relate to the concern that you have. So the first 911 I'm going to talk about is for people who are aging. Fine lines and wrinkles are their biggest concern. And remember that we start that process pretty early on. So if you're over the age of 20 or 25, you should probably include a retinol or prescription strength retin-A to your routine. Now, when I say prescription strength retin-A, known as tretinoin, you want to understand that this is going to be quite powerful in the prescription strength. And so you really need to balance that out, making sure that your hydrators, your moisturizers are good and that you don't become too flaky or raw from it. That's generally what happens when you get a prescription version of retin-A. Retinol is a little bit of a calmer version. Now, not all retinols are made equal. How they're manufactured can make a difference of how powerful and how result-driven they are. But this is something that you want to invest in, and you ideally want to talk to a professional esthetician about the right one for you, because some of these retinols combine hydrators, peptides, things that can support the retinol and make it so that it's not so harsh for your skin. The ones that I love address many different skincare concerns like brightening of the skin. Maybe they also contain something that actually inhibits discoloration that can also lead to you looking visibly older in addition to fine lines and wrinkles. So find a good comprehensive blend that a professional esthetician recommends. Remember, you're investing in your 911. The other thing that I would call out as a 911 if you have acne concerns, whether you're younger or even the women nowadays who are in that hormonal stage of aging getting acne concerns. Benzoyl peroxide is really important, but not just your average drugstore benzoyl peroxide. You really need to consult a professional about getting one that actually penetrates into the follicle and kills the bacteria where it lives. Even if you only break out once a month or so, you still have to deal with what is acne. And so finding a professional to advise you on that 911 benzoyl peroxide is really important. I wouldn't necessarily put vitamin C in the category of a 911, but if you can find a vitamin C that isn't too acidic, that's a great foundation for brightening your skin. In some cases, they even have ingredients that contour and firm your skin. Another 911 or a 911 adjacent vitamin C product is one that you're going to want to invest in with the professional advice of an esthetician. And then the last 911 I'm going to address is hyaluronic acid. It's very important. And I know we see commercials about it, but our body stops producing as much hyaluronic acid as we age. And it is directly responsible for some of the visual aging concerns that we have, like loss of volume, and of course the skin feeling drier or dehydrated. And not every hyaluronic acid is built the same. So this is a 911 you want to invest in if volume and firmness is a concern for you. If you want to get that plump, youthful look again, you want to find a hyaluronic acid that actually penetrates into the skin and doesn't just sit on the surface. So those are the 911s you want to invest in. First, retinol or retin-A, remembering that those are two ingredients that you want to ease your way into and make sure you have some professional advice. Those are the 911s for fine lines, wrinkles, aging, and it will, in some cases, be blended with brighteners and things that will help lighten up discoloration on your skin. Number two, we talked about if you're an acne sufferer, benzoyl peroxide, key, but the right kind of benzoyl peroxide, a small molecule that actually penetrates into the follicle. Then your vitamin C 911. I like to pair that with the retinol or with the benzoyl peroxide or with the hyaluronic acid that I talked about. Vitamin C is just such an important antioxidant, and it's very important that you find one that isn't too acidic or irritating to the skin, but it's a great foundation to good health for your skin. And then lastly, there was that hyaluronic acid, which is either going to maintain your youthfulness as you start to deplete your own body's production of hyaluronic acid, or replace a lot of the volume that you've lost. And generally it's going to be in a serum or a cream. And I highly recommend that you use a professional esthetician, because there's a lot of hyaluronic acid on the market. But if you're going to invest in this 911, get the professional advice where that's concerned. I hope this helped you. And as always, I am here to continue coaching you, answering questions about skincare, and subscribe and write me a note if you want to ask more questions. Thanks.